In the history of popular music, few artists have achieved the kind of legendary status that Whitney Houston did. With a voice that could move mountains and a presence that lit up every stage she stood on, Whitney became one of the most celebrated singers of all time. However, her story was not just one of success and fame, it was also marked by pain, addiction, and a tragic ending. Whitney Houston's life serves as a powerful reminder that behind the glamorous facade of fame often lies a much more complicated and heartbreaking reality. Whitney Elizabeth Houston was born on August 9, 1963, in Newark, New Jersey, into a family deeply rooted in music. Her mother, Cissy Houston, was a well-known gospel singer. Her cousin, Dionne Warwick, and her godmother, Aretha Franklin, were also music legends. Growing up surrounded by such musical influence, Whitney began singing in the church choir at a young age. It quickly became clear that she possessed an extraordinary gift. Her voice was powerful, clear, and filled with emotional depth that could captivate any listener. Her early exposure to gospel music and stage performance shaped her vocal style, combining technical control with soul-stirring emotion. By her teenage years, Whitney had already begun modeling and singing backup vocals for prominent artists. It was only a matter of time before the world would discover her. In 1985, at the age of 22, Whitney released her debut album, Whitney Houston, which became a massive commercial and critical success. The album produced hit singles like Saving All My Love for You, How Will I Know, and Greatest Love of All. She became the first female artist to achieve 7 consecutive #1 singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Her fame reached even greater heights with the release of The Bodyguard in 1992, a romantic thriller in which she starred alongside Kevin Costner. The film's soundtrack, particularly her rendition of I Will Always Love You, became iconic and earned her multiple awards. The single remains one of the best-selling songs of all time and is widely considered a vocal masterpiece. Throughout her career, Whitney won 6 Grammy Awards, 22 American Music Awards, and sold over 200 million records worldwide. She was not just a pop star, she was a global phenomenon. Despite her success, Whitney's personal life was far from perfect. In 1992, she married R&B singer Bobby Brown. Their relationship was highly publicized and often tumultuous, marked by allegations of domestic abuse, drug use, and emotional breakdowns. By the late 1990s, Whitney's image began to shift. She appeared in public looking frail and erratic, and her once perfect vocals started to deteriorate. Rumors of substance abuse turned out to be true, and Whitney herself later admitted to using cocaine, marijuana, and prescription drugs. Her addiction took a devastating toll on her health, career, and public image. The media relentlessly followed her every move, often portraying her as a fallen star. Despite several attempts at rehab and comebacks, including a final album in 2009 titled I Look to You, Whitney never fully regained the brilliance she once radiated. On February 11, 2012, the world was shocked to learn of Whitney Houston's sudden death. She was found unconscious in the bathtub of her hotel room at the Beverly Hilton, just hours before she was scheduled to attend a pre-Grammy party. She was only 48 years old. An autopsy later revealed that she had died of accidental drowning, with cocaine and heart disease listed as contributing factors. The news sent shockwaves across the globe. Fans mourned the loss of an icon, while others reflected on the destructive nature of fame, addiction, and the immense pressure faced by public figures. Whitney Houston's life was a striking contrast of brilliance and vulnerability. She inspired millions with her voice and songs, yet struggled with inner demons that fame only magnified. Her story is not just a tale of talent and success, it is also a cautionary lesson about the cost of stardom and the importance of mental health, self-awareness, and support. Even though she left us too soon, Whitney's legacy continues to shine through her music. Her voice remains timeless, her songs still echo in hearts around the world, and her story reminds us all that behind every star is a human being, full of dreams, pain, and fragile beauty.